joining us there from Washington, D.C. And joining us this afternoon for his analysis is David Wroe from the Australian Strategic Policy Institute. David, thanks so much for joining us. There were concerns earlier this year that our alliance with the US was on really shaky ground. This seems quite a turnaround. Our Prime Minister even took to social media after that meeting saying our partnership is strong and an exciting new chapter in our shared history. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do. I think it was a really successful meeting. The standout, of course, was the critical minerals deal. That is essential because for a long time now, China has had a stranglehold, in fact, an effective monopoly on mining and processing these rare earths and critical minerals, which are essential for everything from military and defence equipment through to smartphones. And they have demonstrated over many years that they are prepared to weaponise that and use it as a tool of economic coercion against other countries. This is the start of breaking that stranglehold, and it's fantastic that Australia and the US have been able to work on this together. I think the AUKUS commentary from the President was also very reassuring. It's good to have Donald Trump on the record backing AUKUS to the hilt. He also threw to his Secretary of Navy, John Phelan, who clarified that really the review that is being undertaken into AUKUS is just a matter of checking some of the ambiguities and smoothing those out. That was very positive. And the optics were good as well. So really, you know, apart from that slightly weird moment with Kevin Rudd, really the mood and the tone was very positive. And I think it's a reminder that we shouldn't get too overwrought and hand-wringy about the tone of these sorts of meetings, because Donald Trump meetings can always be a little bit wild and unpredictable. We shouldn't worry too much about that. We should worry about the outcomes, and the outcomes have been great.
And just talking about that awkward encounter with our ambassador, Kevin Rudd, are you concerned at all about how that plays out? Because now the opposition leader, Susan Lee, in Australia has come out saying that Mr Rudd's position as ambassador is now untenable.
Well, as Mark Riley was just saying, the suggestions and the reports coming out of the reporters who are there are that Trump and Rudd actually had some private discussions afterwards. They appear to have smoothed things over. I suspect that this might have actually cleared the air more than anything. And again, as Mark pointed out, you know, JD Vance, Marco Rubio also have track records of saying some pretty nasty things about Trump in the past. I mean, Vance compared him, I think, with Hitler, for goodness sake. So really, these things shouldn't get in the way of diplomacy. Look, there are views on Kevin Rudd, I'm sure, in Washington. Some people in the administration might find him a little bit off-putting or whatever. I mean, he's certainly high energy. He's extremely assiduous at doing his job. It sounds to me as if he's doing a fantastic job in building relationships over there. So I would say that it's excessive for the coalition to be calling for his removal at this point.
As you mentioned earlier, David, an important step forward, especially with that critical minerals deal and fast-tracking AUKUS. Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.